Which one yours now?
This one feet. Aloha no kapo. Oh, first of course, mahalo for welcoming me here. It's an honor to be able to come and serve on behalf of the Mauna wherever the kahia comes, to want to learn more, to want to connect more with what's happening in this movement, what's happening with Mauna Wakea. As it is one of my traits to be able to be a good orator or a teacher, to share information. That's what my trait is, so that's what I can do for the Mauna, to help to share information. So again, I am just helping to be an extension of everyone and everybody, and for the Mauna to help to share. But with that, I do want to apologize, Kalamai, for my tardiness. It's thundering like crazy all the way from Honoka'a all the way to here. It was like pretty much 30 miles an hour. Lightning bolts dropping down everywhere. And of course for us, like, Lonoi Kapakahiki! And then just to get word as I was driving out, Nopoliahu Kavahine Kapu is home. It is snowing on the summit. So, beautiful Hawaii now. But we are approaching 5:30, which is a sacred time now. Oh wait, never mind, we after 5:30. So we know what's happening right now? It's AHA. Yeah, time for AHA. We know everyone is assembling on the Mauna right now. And with that too, I was going to help get this all ready before, but so we're just going to jump in. And I then look around, I see many familiar faces from up on the Mauna, so you know how this rolls. And if you don't, you just jump in and go with the flow. That's the beautiful thing about this AHA. It is open for everyone to step in. It's being, the kapu of the AHA is for you to engage. Yeah. And then no matter what level you are at, you are welcome to step in. Yeah. That's something that we are allowing, or that the mountain is creating space for. Yeah? At one time, and for certain things, we maintain that level of discipline, that level of expectations. And for this, a new AHA birthed in this day and age, in order to allow more of our lahui to be able to step into that realm of the sacred, to begin that training. Because for a lot of us, unless you belong to a halau, or you go to college, or if you're lucky to get into some program, it's very difficult to access that cultural knowledge. Yeah? So in this way, we're just opening up another layer for everyone to be able to step in, and hopefully as you experience and you feel and you connect, it will drive you or encourage you to pursue and go deeper into understanding the Hawaii. So I wanted to share real quick, because we're gonna do AHA, okay? And we will go with whoever knows whatever, we don't know, we move on. But just in that too, part of the hana, or the work that I have been doing, going out, is one of the big kahias or requests from all over the Pai'aina, as well as on the Mokuhonu, is those of us who are standing for the Mauna, who've been standing for Mauna, but perhaps can't come to the Mauna regularly and wants to learn more of the AHA, or to fine-tune the dances and the chants and everything within the AHA. So I've been helping to go out and helping to establish AHA. So understand, right now it is not only up on Mauna Kea. At this time that I know already, right now they are assembling in front of the Ahu at UH Manoa. They are assembling right now at UH Maui. They're assembling in Lahaina. They're assembling in Waianae. They're assembling in Kahuku. They're assembling in Waimanalo. They're assembling right now in, well, I don't know what time it is. They were in Vegas. There was groups in Utah. Is today Friday? No. Friday, New York City. There are AHA established everywhere, and then also a lot of ohana that I know. People who have like tapped us on videos and stuff. They're sharing. At 5:30, the whole family coming together. They turn on the live stream, and right in the house, right in the living room, they stand. They do their kule, they do their hula, and they continue to learn as they go. So I want to bring us to that process today, because that's pinnacle of how this movement is moving forward. It is rooted in a collective, respectful manner, rooted in spirit, in ceremony, that helps us to maintain and keep ourselves in that realm of the sacred. Yeah? As Antipua says in the Mauna, this stand is a sacred movement to protect the sacred Mauna. Therefore, sacred mountain, sacred conduct. And we're human, yeah? So we tend to fall out of it a lot. Sometimes we forget. So, especially on the Mauna, it is mandatory on the Mauna to uphold that presence and that sacred conduct, which we know as Kapu Aloha. Beyond the mountain, it's a little bit more it's a little bit more your choice. But you know, it's always that challenge that if you wear that lole, you wear that Mauna shirt, you're talking about Mauna, you are representative of the Mauna in the community. You get the Mauna Kea stick on top of your car, you are now a spokesperson standing on behalf. So therefore, our ano, if we stand for the Mauna, we want to rep the Mauna. Yeah, and the teaching of the Mauna. So that discipline is, it's choice beyond beyond the scope of the Mauna. But as we've seen, and I've got to feel and experience, and so many people coming and talking to me, like testifying of what Kapu Aloha has done for them. Yeah, going off the Mauna, even in some communities, people coming up and crying about how they're feeling total shifts in their entire life, in their whole way that they speak to the kids. The whole way that how they engage with each other, everything is starting to shift. So, the AHA being redone 3 times a day minimum on the Mauna and resonating out to community. It's important that we are sharing this for everyone to be able to step in. So as you learn the songs, you learn the chants, you learn the pule, it of course comes with the requirement that you always conduct it and you share it in a sacred way. Predominantly for you, for your feeling, and for your connection, and it is to be respected and done only for this reason. So, like come to, like when tourist shows start playing, they say, kuru, no, wrong function. Yeah. So, to respect what is being shared. So, just in the template and the prescription of the AHA, we've established, and it begins with foundational pule. Or the first chants that we begin with. These are quite foundational. And I say foundational, especially in the history of our people in movements. And so I want a quick mo'olelo to some of the first chants, like Eho Mai. I'm sure many of us are familiar with Eho Mai, or if not, once you start it, you go, oh yeah, I have. But it's all over the place now. I've literally flown to the opposite side of the planet and again there you go, Eho Mai. It's everywhere. But I hope that this next ripple will remind people of what its function is. I want to share a quick little mo'olelo that was shared with me about this chant. Okay? And it's interesting how it's kind of cycling around. This chant and a few others came from Kupuna to support young people who, even though they weren't cultural practitioners to say, they weren't steeped in their heritage or in their language and such. There was a group of young people some time ago that just felt in their na'au. They saw heva happening on Tuhaina. They saw and heard the crying of their kupuna whenever this hanaino and this heva would happen onto the neighboring island of Pahoa. And something stirred inside the na'au of these young people that drove them to know that what they were experiencing and feeling and what they were going up with was just not pono. And they could not stand there and do nothing anymore. And so in the night, they just jumped on these little boats and they went across to the island and to take on the U.S. Navy. You know that story. If not, you better go research where you are. These young men and women at that time were now some of them kupuna. Some of them up on the Mauna. At a time when they did not have so much access to their cultural heritage and knowledge. These young people who were just following their innate wisdom to act, went onto the island, making waves. And even some people within our own communities, our own Hawaiian communities, scolding them, why are you doing that? Why are you making trouble? Don't make waves. Well, we are very mahalo now that they would make those waves. Because if they never made the waves back then, we wouldn't have the culture to. So, they might have dealt with a lot, they were trying to figure it out, they got accustomed to these things, and then a boat came to the island of Pahoa bearing kupuna. And the kupuna came, and they kind of sealed it and made it sacred by bringing pule, by bringing prayers, by introducing ceremony and ritual to these young people who are acting upon their raw innate wisdom, and now helping to galvanize that. One of those prayers shared was Ehomai. As you can was sharing with me that technically Ehomai was written by her grandma, the Lanakila. This Ehomai was specific for hula and belonged in the halau. So how is it now that we use this chant so widely and here it's shared outward? And I was also told that it's not even how we do this chant today, it's not even how it was originally done. It was done with a little bit more oomph. And with that, the introduction of this prayer out beyond the kuleana of hula, to Kanaka, to young people who were not accustomed to anything of this tradition of ceremony and culture, even changed and adapted the chant for them and for those who will learn to a little more of a not so intense style, so they're a little more comfortable to step into it. Because they've heard it done before too. Like, whoa, I'm not going to do that. Because again, 1970s, in the 70s, how strong was the Hawaiian culture? Well, how supported or respected was the Hawaiian people or Hawaiian language back then? It was not. We did not hear it because it was systematically being oppressed. So, we have to really mahalo this time. So I just want to read it. So some of these first prayers have a history of coming out to help to be those prayers to help to solidify pule, the foundation. It have been some of the foundation prayers in Hawaiian ceremonies and vigils since the 70s. To the point that so many of us know it, but I always like to retell that story to reground. And this is almost like another cycle. As even from 2015, the movement to protect Mauna Kea has been deemed the second Hawaiian Renaissance. It's like the next step now. And with that, again, here we see these foundational pule coming back up. Some that are a little more on the easy end for those who are not accustomed, but you know what? It's okay. Come in, step in. Understand what it feels like to feel ceremony. When you get that niche, feeling you're going to stick around. You're going to engage. You'll go deeper. You're going to taste that ono and you're going to want to go deeper with it. By the time of just floating on the surface of things is kind of time. We're ready for movement. We're ready for dive. Take it deeper. So, we're going to go ahead and run into aha. So those who know the pule, everyone, you're just going to move with us. If whatever little words you might know here and there, be with us. Okay? The first prayer, actually no, it's sunset. Yeah? So actually we begin with Kane Hoalani. Kane Hoalani connecting with that primary element that sustains all life in its journey. The sun. And as with each day when we rise with Ho'ala, with the rising of the sun, we are coming into our consciousness. And as we process all these new things throughout the day, and when it comes to the time of Moy, then that's about taking all that we have acquired or experienced in our consciousness and now taking it back into the whole, into our subconscious realm, to take it to those deeper realms of understanding. So when we hold out of the next day, we should be able to kukulu and build the next level of understanding. Such as, it's a sunset camp. And we do take the time. I'm not expecting that they would stop at 5:30, trust. There's a bunch of Hawaiians. But we take this time, pretty much every single aha, to continue to explain. How many of you here have not or have been to the mountain? Mahalo. So for those who have not made it to the mountain yet, or if you're unable to come to the mountain, here's the mountain. As we're helping to establish the Ave, the outreaching tentacles of the Mauna, establishing all over. And that's what it takes in this aha here. We manifest it, we bring that mana that the Mauna is teaching us, that energy of the Mauna, we bring it into our communities. How many of you guys who went up the Mauna, spent some time there, when you came back, I was like, oh my God, I missed the Mauna. I was just stuck on going across touring for like 1 month. I was like, Mauna with John. It's real. we've actually had to do counseling sessions to help people navigate what they're experiencing. And someone said, I just want to get up there because it feels so good up there and it feels good. Now there's a challenge then, okay, so that feeling that we're experiencing, we created. We created that collectively as a community. So can we take that same practice and bring it back into our own homes, into our own communities? That is what the Mama has brought us to her, to remind us, to strengthen us. And in our practice, in this practice right now to protect Big Mama, after we win, because we're gonna win, we go right back into our community and we continue. We do not go right back into our mundane. We need to keep this collective energy going. Okay? So, let's just get this going here. Kuloloku is coming down with this great lesson. So, as we go through this, I'm going to ask everybody as you stand for the pule, for the pule, we're just going to run through the hula too. If you know the hula, come into the middle. There's no more room. Dance where you are. If you don't know the hula, just follow along. And we're just going to run. Okay? But in that consciousness, yeah, for many of us who know these chants, remember the consciousness is the collective power of the prayer. Even in the hula. After this, I will go into a little more explanation behind what you are witnessing and what you all participate. Oh, no. Sorry. There's no spectators here, yeah? You're in.
Come right up front if you guys are not coming.
I gave some.